And I was like, well, have you ever envisioned a world without money? And he said, no, the money makes the world go around, and that's a common fallacy. Money does not make the world go around. Man makes money. And then we tell each other and tell ourselves that we place money into a position that it seems as if money makes the world go around. And going back to the homeless world analogy, I asked them, do you have any kids? He said, no. I said, well, when you were a kid and you lived with your parents, did your parents charge you for the food that they fed you and the clothes that they put on? You had to say no. And simply using that same analogy as at home, inside of a home, we recognize that we're one family. Expanding that to the world is one home. We don't have to pay the ground to grow food for us. We simply create the proper conditions. Put some seed there, put some water there, the sun is constantly falling, food grows. You don't have to pay the ground to grow food. We don't have to pay the earth to provide metals that we use to build things and gems that we use to make things. It's simply there. Man takes those resources, puts them inside a store, and says, I will not give them to you unless you give me money. And man makes money, but it becomes so much of a staple of our society that we erroneously believe that money makes the world go around when it doesn't. Money is an illusory construct. It has nothing to do with the actual running and essential function of the world at all. If you take a videotape, if you just videotape the world, let's say you videotape the workings of a city for one day, and if you take that video, you'll see people doing all kind of things that involve money. People will go to the store and buy things from the grocery store. People will get in and out of a cab and pass money, go to the movie theaters, whatever they do. If you take that video and you airbrush out money, and everyone did the same exact things they will do, everything can still get done. But if you take and airbrush out food, then the people will starve. If you airbrush out water, people will dehydrate. But you can airbrush out money, and the resources are still there. And that's the relevance of the homeless world analogy. Just like in the home, once you bring the food there into the home, the resources are there. On the planet, the resources are here. Money does not make resources. It simply benefits the few that have the most money to keep and control the people that have the least money, but yet do most or all of the work. Few people that have the most money don't do anything to have benefit. Like Peter Joseph had the interview, Who is Peter Joseph? He illustrated how people could have money. And if you have so much money and put it in the bank in an IRA or something and get interest on that, someone can make thousands of dollars and just have the money sitting there, not doing anything to help the planet. Whereas the actual work that's providing the food and providing the electricity is being done by people that are being paid scraps and are fighting to pay their bills, all in the false monetary system. In a resource-based economy, everyone can have everything they need because the resources, again, are here. If you airbrush money out, everyone still has everything they need.
The scientific method, if applied socially, will work. It does not attain perfection. It's just a far better system than any other system that we know of today. In other words, I'm not talking about utopian societies where everybody is happy. There's no such condition. All social systems are in a state of evolution. That is, an established society is one that has found a way that worked for the people in control of that society. Whereas all societies are emergent, constantly evolving.